Welcome, Prescott Valley, to tonight's Park and Rec Commission's meeting. This is our regularly scheduled meeting for February 9th, 2021, and it's already February. That's awesome. I'd like to have a call to order of tonight's meeting. Kathy, can I get a roll call, please?
Here.
Commissioner Moss?
Here.
Commissioner Gorman?
Present.
Commissioner Byram?
Present.
Commissioner Pierce?
I believe he's going to join us online here shortly. I see Pierce, and we'll hear him shortly, but I am also here.
Thumbs up.
We'll wait till Pierce has his technical difficulties figured out here shortly, and we'll be good to go. Can we check your audio, Chairperson Pierce, and see if we hear you okay and you hear us okay?
I can hear you now.
I think we're perfect.
Can hear you too.
Awesome. We'll make sure we have the audio adjusted, but I think that's a proper height, and we'll move forward here. We got the roll call underway. We'll do the approval of tonight's agenda. Do I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda as written?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All right. All in favor of the approval of tonight's agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, we'll move on to item number 4, the approval of the minutes for January 12th, 2021, the regular scheduled meeting we had here a month ago. Do I have a motion to approve that meeting? The minutes, rather?
I make a motion to approve the meetings.
Do I have a second to approve the minute meeting?
Second.
Copy that. We have a second. Do I have all in favor of approval of the minutes? Aye.
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 Hearing none opposed. Thank you, Mr. Pearson. Hearing none opposed, move on to item number 5. We're cruising right along here. We have scheduled announcements from staff info. Looks like we have Anthony here today for the special events coordinator. Come on up.
Yeah, good stuff, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm new to the Parks and Rec Community Services Department now. I've been in this position for going on 3 months. New department, new position. We want to bring some new energy to bring special events to the town of Prescott Valley. Also, to try to better the ones that we have, to get more community engagement, to see what the actual community wants and try to tailor events to those needs.
Very good. I know there was some direction given by council the first part of the year, last part of December, to kind of go certain directions. So I think working with them and working with us would be a great benefit to hopefully focus that need. And I think the citizens have some good remarks to say. So that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. You know, with COVID nowadays, we're still doing events, but we're just going to tailor them to what we can and can't do to make sure the community feels safe and attending those events.
Any questions or concerns for, is it Durham?
Yes.
Durham?
Right, Durham.
Any questions for Mr. Durham in regards to the special events coordinator position?
We're glad you're here.
Thank you. 3 months goes by quick, doesn't it, so far? Just out the gate and already rolling, I bet. All right, we'll move on to item B, the programs, classes, and special events. Bobby, how are you this evening?
Doing well. Thank you so much. How are you guys, Commissioners?
Your microphone is down.
Oh, I gotta have it down there. Bill, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, for Bill? Okay.
We are good. Am I vocalizing enough for you guys currently?
Maybe a little louder. I just don't know if people
I got
can
you.
hear if we're watching me.
He's a troublemaker, right?
I think the volume's okay.
So then I will go ahead and pull this up, Bill, and whenever it is time for commissioners to speak, you will have the microphone back. Just wanted to say before we moved on, Anthony is an amazing addition to our team. Great person, been with the town for a couple of years now, has done a lot of amazing things in the other department that he was in, and now that we have him on board, we'll obviously be looking for more of that superstar aspect out of him. A lot of great ideas, so very happy to have him. Okay. Looks like my clicker is not working currently. So let me just get into things this way. We'll work with the technical difficulties. So wanted to give everyone an update on our Polar Bear Splash event. Like Anthony had talked about, we have had to tailor our special events to the COVID pandemic, but still out there, still making sure we're bringing things to the community. We had around 100, 125-ish people in attendance at our Polar Bear Splash event this year. All of our events still went off without a hitch. We still had our duck slide raffle, which is awesome. Had a total of about 29 polar bears jump in between two different heats. Ice Princess, a little bit low this year in participation, but we still had two brave souls out there to compete for our Ice Princess. Had a lot of really great donations. Can't say enough about this community, all the businesses and the people within it. Still looking to support what we're doing out here. De Palma's Martial Arts, they were out there on site with us, as well as AZ Hometown Radio Group. Very cold morning for sure, but Sweet Eats and Smoke Treats, they were out there taking care of breakfast and coffee and all the other aspects of the event. So it was just a really good time, a lot of great feedback. Any questions pertaining to our Polar Bear Splash this year? Okay, we will move on. So for January programming, just kind of want to break it down by the numbers. Like we talked about with COVID and some of those things, we're still hitting all of our age demographics. Our 60-plus group is still out and about enjoying all the programs and activities that we have. 258 participants over the months of January, and then our 18 to 59, 56, 12 to 17, we had 35 students, 6 to 11, 61 students, and then our 0 to 5, we still had 9, so still getting out there and making sure people are wrecking. Over the course of this month, one thing that I did want to point out is we did offer 210 total classes, and that's inclusive of all the session-based programs that we have out there. That's one of those numbers that we love to see. We're making sure that we are bringing those type of activities to our community. Bryce is doing a great job in making sure that we're getting the programming in, so wanted to make sure we highlight that. Our basic dog obedience, wanted to just touch on those again for this meeting. Tuesdays, February 23rd, starts up. It'll be a 6-week session. Class will meet once per week, and that'll be $150 for the entire 6-week session. Hula dancing, beginners class, that's going to be Saturday, February 20th. From 1:30 to 3 p.m. will be our beginner class. That's $15 per student. And then the advanced class, also February 20th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that's $40 per student. And then our private dance lessons offered as a monthly session. And Fridays, it'll be the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. So would have missed one of those, but you can still get in for the session with that one day out. And then the same thing with Saturdays. Even though the 6th has already hit, you can still get involved with those classes. Update for our volleyball. We're holding it out at the Boys and Girls Club this year. First time doing that. Everybody's enjoying it. Just really happy to be able to get out there and participate. Our winter season is just about to end, and we do have sign-ups for our spring league started on February the 5th, and we'll go all the way up to March 5th. $150 per team, and it is first come, first serve. So if you're interested in getting into rec league sports, we hope that everybody will go to our Rec One website and sign up there, or give us a call, 759-3090. We'd love to help. So then, before we move on, any questions on anything the report has had thus far? No?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Am I mic on? Oh, it is. Sorry to hear myself. Anyways, we'll move on to item 6. We have the chairperson report. I just want to take a little bit of time to throw out my condolences to Buzz Gummer for resigning from the board, or for the commission rather. 24 years of community service. It's an unachievable goal for a lot of us. One of those things where you kind of bow your hat to him and say, wow, what an achievement. His inspiration, his basically drive to make this community better for not only us as citizens.
Lost the sound there, Bob.
Copy that. Just for us as a board, he provided great leadership. That leadership will be missed. We hope to kind of walk in his footsteps, build a community right along with his pathway and his vision. The amount of things that he's seen in the growth and the pattern of growth within Prescott Valley over that 24 years has been huge. And we see a potential growth in ourselves. And he kind of held on as long as he possibly could for that master plan, and kind of took those last few years to kind of get that through and have that process built in. So I want to say thank you to Buzz for allowing me to kind of grow up under his tutelage and learn that whole perspective of what we can do to serve our community better. So I just want to take some time to say thanks. And we'll be serving him a little bit more so in regards to I'll let you speak with that. I'm not sure the details.
Yes, sir. So just like you were saying, Buzz has helped to lay the foundation for this commission, 24 years on it, just invaluable resource. And he will be getting a plaque. We're waiting to hear back on when that will be completed and when he'll be getting awarded that. And once we do have that information, we'll make sure that we share it with everyone. And hopefully, if he's able to be in attendance, then we'll be there for him as well.
Yeah, he's just looking to add to his adventures in life with his wife and some grandchildren, so I think that's fantastic, and a motorhome.
Motorhome.
So he's looking to adventure out and enjoy life. So I think that's fantastic. He's set some great roots here, and he has family just in the local area. So I look up to him and look forward to seeing him at future events and future opportunities. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you, Buzz. I appreciate it.
We will miss you.
All right. We'll move on to item B, the Tree Advisory Board. I think we have a couple updates in regards to our application, or what's the latest?
So still waiting back on the application. We haven't heard back if we have gotten the Tree City Award for this year or the Growth Award just yet. That's something I believe in March we will actually be getting to report on it here at the meeting. So just letting you all know that we're still waiting to hear back on it, but everything is submitted, and I have a very positive outlook on us getting at least one or both for the upcoming year.
Very good. I know that's been a long time endeavor for the commission and for the town of Prescott Valley as a whole to achieve that the tree status, or the Tree City USA status. I think it's one of those things we should keep up. I know there's opportunities coming for the commission to sit on a tree advisory board. I had the opportunity to do it myself in years past. It's a good eye-opener to see kind of the perspective, the things we can produce as a commission, and assist with that, beautification of our city, or our town. So yeah, those are a good board to be on if you guys get the opportunity to do so. I think we're going to establish that here shortly, so in the near future. Very good. Any questions or concerns about the Tree Advisory Board? Cool. We'll move on to old business number 7. We have looks like the progress on the spray pad at Bob Edwards Park.
Yes, sir. So just wanted to bring in a couple of pictures. We started laying the groundwork for the infrastructure at the spray pad at Bob Edwards Park. We have around 80 feet of the water line installed currently. The new meter that's going to be installed on Long Look, that's in the permitting process right now, which then once that is installed, we'll be able to have the entire water line hooked up and over to our proposed location where the contractor will be tying in for the spray pad project. With that, we also had installed the electrical, so everything's all pulled to that pedestal you can see over there on the right-hand side of the screen. I know not the best pictures ever, but I wanted to make sure everybody saw that ground has been broken. We are pushing forward with the project. Still about 7 weeks out from getting in our harvest tank, and then after we get that in, we'll be having the spray pad company coming out to set up forms, get the plumbing in there, and then get the concrete poured. So after that, we will have a finished spray pad.
Just in time for summer, or just in time for the weather to heat up, so that's great timing.
Will there be an opening ceremony?
Yes, sir. Once we are done and we have an actual hard date, we knew it was going to be between April and the beginning of May for completion date. With COVID pushing a lot of things back, we don't have a hard date for when it will be completed, but once we do know that, there will be a grand opening. We would love to get all the commissioners out there to do a ribbon cutting, and then hopefully maybe take the first stroll through the spray pad. That could be fun too.
That sounds like a good old time.
Nice alternative to the polar plunge.
Yes, it is.
A little warmer, perhaps. Any questions on the spray pad progress? Try to say that 7 times fast.
Yeah.
It looks good. I think it's great to see that the development, even without the permit for the meter going in, and obviously everything's running along just fine. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Yay.
Okay, we'll move on to old business 7B, the Santa Fe Park progress report.
So wanted to come back in with, we finally got an aerial photo of our completed park up to the first phase of its completion. The riprap and the rock all the way up to the right side of the picture, or the south side of the park, has been completed. The trees have all been installed. Fencing between the soccer field and the pickleball lights down there on the bottom of the picture, right below the playground, has been installed, so then that has been taken care of. Handrails over on the left-hand side of the photo and also on the left-hand side of your pickleball courts has all been installed, so all the fall hazards, the punch list items that we needed to get completed have all been taken care of, and the park is really rounded out really nicely. Seeing that aerial photo really kind of gives you the scale and depth of what we've done out there, and that is something that is always awesome to see. On that same note, showing you guys a little bit more from the south side of the park looking north, and just actually how much rock had to go down out there is very large scale. Make sure that we don't have any drainage issues and no sediment coming down the hills and things of that nature. So Nick and his crew have done a great job out there. I can't commend them enough either. So they have done awesome.
I was curious, the soccer field, are they going to be putting in lines in the next coming weeks or months?
So with the, yes sir, once we get back into our growing season, we paint the lines on there depending on what type of field, what size it is. So if it's going to be for some of the smaller kids, we'll be able to fit 2 different fields out there, and just depending upon what organization is renting it, we paint the lines on there before their rental.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes sir.
The grass is a little bumpy. Is there going to be like a leveling off of the field? Because it's not like a true flat field. I've been out there, fortunately, with
Yes sir.
running around, and yeah, it's just a little bumpy. Will that be kind of worked?
That would be something I would have to look into. I think what you were actually noting out, the reason we weren't able to use it last year after the grass had come in, it came in a little bit patchy, and it also had a small spot over on the south side of the field that needed to be graded out a little bit and then also elevated, so we didn't have a super big swell right there. With the patchiness of some of it, we need to get the rest of it to grow in, and that's why we wanted to give it a full year, get the turf in there. So that should alleviate some of your problems, but that's something that I'll definitely note with my parks manager and make sure Nick takes a look, and if there's something else we need to do, we'll get on that, sir. Perfect. And then the last portion of the project that I wanted to bring your attention, the plan to actually get the road to connect to our park off of Spouse and Glassford, that will be going through as well. It has been bid out, and the scheduled improvements will begin sometime this spring, anticipated to be a 3-month schedule, and that'll get us new access to Santa Fe Park. There'll be a signal light installed there, and there'll be some sidewalk there along Glassford Hill, and then once that project's completed, then we'll be able to continue with some of our other landscaping and hardscaping things to that portion of the road that connects us there. So connectivity is coming through, and everything is falling right in line.
Very good. I think that's a fantastic addition to that corridor. There's really a need for it, especially with the apartments next door, a real high-density area of population. So, I think that's great to have that. I can't think of a better place to have a lovely park right outside of a big development like Granville, so it's a good spot.
Absolutely.
Is just one last thing, is the trail, is that like all kind of completed,
So when you're
the park?
the trail, that will be more so phase 2.
Okay.
The trail access, that is something that is in future development for sure. With phase 1 aspects, we got the field, playground, restrooms, parking lot, the access road taken care of, and then over there on the west side of the park, that's where more of the connectivity will come in, and that's definitely in our future planning stages.
Very good. Any other questions about the updates or progress at Santa Fe? It's coming along very well. It's a fun park to visit, very unique to the area with the pickleball.
Yes, absolutely.
Just set up just right for that element, and I think it's highly used too. So
Oh, yes, sir.
it'll just be good access when Glassford is all connected and people have easy access to it. Just get more and more busy. So
Yes, sir.
good addition.
The cool vantage point from the road, because you're like you're seeing right down onto everyone,
Yeah.
enjoying themselves. It's pretty neat. It kind of makes you want to turn left,
You can
and-
see the fun you're about to have if you go to
Or if
that
it's
park.
no one's there, it's like, oh, go with the kid now. There's no one there.
Open access.
Yeah.
Very cool. Any other concerns, questions? All right.
I was just wondering, I know that the playground equipment is for special needs kids. I mean, it's for everyone. How has that been working out? Any problems with it, or do you know if it's been highly utilized?
We haven't had any no feedback of a negative aspect from that park. Every time I've been out there, I have seen kids utilizing it, so I haven't seen any negatives pertaining to that playground, ma'am.
Very good. All right, move on to item number 8, new business. Under that, we'll do A as in the concrete MUP repairs.
Yes, sir. So every year we have to put quite a bit of work into our multi-use paths and the concrete surfaces that we take care of. There's a number of different parks that we make sure that we get out to. This specific park is actually Wonder Way out in Stone Ridge. With that being our biggest issue this year, we've had a concrete company out there. As you can see, the heave spot right there past all of the control joints, that is a slab that has fallen, and that turns into an issue. So those are the things that we've been out there to remedy. This is Village Square Park, and this is showing you all of the new darker slabs that are in this park. They used to be heaved up. We used to have a lot of different paint markings on it to make sure that people saw that there was a little bit of an elevation change. Now it's just a flat, smooth surface that everybody's able to utilize out there. That's a great park within Stone Ridge that a lot of people use. So making sure that everybody's able to see that we're on top of those things. We definitely know they're there, so we work at them as fast as we can. And then out at Viewpoint Park, same thing, heaving right there by the bench. Obviously, heavy usage area because people want to be able to sit there and watch what everybody's doing on the playground. So just wanted to bring that in and make sure we touched on it. Our guys do a lot of work out in the parks, and sometimes they definitely are the unsung heroes of a lot of things we have going on. So wanted to bring some light to that and just report to you guys that we've done a lot of concrete work just starting out with this portion of the calendar year, and we'll continue on the rest of the year. Oh, sorry.
Majority of those repairs are done in-house or through a secondary process, or what do you guys use for?
So those two parks out in Stone Ridge, we did utilize a local concrete contractor that took care of a portion of both of them, and then the rest of it will all be in-house. Our guys will tear it out, form it up, and then get a truck back in there, finish it, and then make sure we take care of any of those trip hazards.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. All right. We'll move on to the new business, item B, extravaganza planning. This is part of that special events coordination effort we discussed, and then the idea that sometimes you can be flexible. So
Yes, sir.
like a good little plan, but we'll see what you got.
Absolutely. So coming up with Extravaganza, another one of our very large-scale community events, and everybody has a great time at this. Trying to make sure that we have something that will be fun for families to come out to, but then still be maintaining our distance and being cognizant of COVID. We're going to be moving it over to Fane Park, and it will be a drive-through experience. You'll be able to drive down 5th Street just with the same access you'd be coming down to Fane Park. You will come through our parking lot at Fane and then take the same route that you would take for Valley of Lights to get out. But during that, there will be some little interactives out there, a visual scavenger hunt. People will definitely be getting goodie bags. We're going to have diplomas, martial arts out there, and there'll be basically putting on kind of a performance. And then we'll also have KPPV. They will be having a specific radio station that all the cars can tune into, and then we'll have music playing and just really have a good time out there. This is just something that's outside the box thinking. Everybody in our department has been putting their heads together. Anthony obviously leading this with Isabella, since this event is a co-event with those two. They did great, and I wanted to highlight it, show everybody what we have coming, and that's going to be on March 27th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and that's at Fame Park here in Prescott Valley, free of charge, and we hope that as many people that would like to will be out there in attendance.
Very good. Any questions on the plans or the event for Extravaganza?
Wow, it sounds really different.
Oh, absolutely.
At least you're
Different
having
but
it
fun.
right.
What are the Wiggle guys?
So we will we will have those guys out there, just the blow up wiggle guys as another just visual aid out there. It's something that obviously at all the events we like to have a good time with, but since it will be a drive-through experience, we're trying to make it as close to normal as we can.
Yeah, they'll be partaking in the social distancing, obviously, and some care will be taken in that regard for, I'm sure, handing out goods and handing out the goodie bags in preparation of that. It looks like the same path that you guys would do for the Valley of Lights, correct?
That is
same
correct.
Access, same egress.
Mhm.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Is the Easter Bunny at the end kind of like Santa is, kind of like waving you, or is he like within the drive? Will you kind of be more involved, kind of thing?
During the drive is what we're envisioning during the events. However, we still are in our planning phases of it, so I don't have a full detail for you yet. You're going to have to come out to the event.
But he will
Just
be
check
there,
to see.
right?
Oh, Easter Bunny will be there for you. Plan on Bo Peep, too.
So
I get pictures here.
all the kids are going to stay in the car. They're not going to get out. If they see the Easter Bunny and they escape from the car.
Or
We
adults
are
escape?
hopeful that parents will make sure that that does not happen. We will be asking everyone to stay in their vehicle,
Okay.
though.
First
Because
child.
they're, those little ones are going to want to get out.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Seeing that fun stuff, I totally did it.
Very good. And it looks like it's between the hours of 10 and noon, so that's a good time of day to get that Extravaganza experience going. So thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Better to see that than an event's canceled due to COVID,
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I think
Making
that's it.
changes. We're always here for the community. We want these things to happen. So bear with us, play with us, come out to what we're trying to make happen, and we'd love to see everyone there.
Do you guys need volunteers for that day? Is there anything that anybody can throw interest out to help set up or help?
We can always use volunteers. If anybody is ever looking to volunteer with our department, if you get in contact with Brandy, she's our volunteer coordinator, call over to our office, 759-3090, and we can definitely get people taken care of.
Very good. I think that's what we need in this community, more volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, move on. Thank you, guys. I'll get off my soapbox. The next one's going to be item 8, C, for the pool facility painting. This sounds like a cool, renovation for our Mountain Valley Park.
Yes, sir. So the Mountain Valley Splash just got a little bit of a facelift. We had a great company that is here in Prescott Valley. A gentleman actually approached us that owns a painting business. Finishing Touch Painting actually offered his services in manpower. We purchased all of the paints, and then he and his guys came out. They taped everything off, and they have painted the facility. This is the front of the facility, as you can see here, and then I got a before and after of the south side of the pool to give you a little more depth of what we had and then now what we've got. So can't thank them enough. They did a great job, and we really appreciate that type of public support as well.
Wow, what a fantastic gesture to be able to throw your name in the hat and say, hey, we're willing to put our money where our mouth is, put our crew out there, put the equipment out there, and just basically do it at cost. Is
Yes,
the best
sir.
way to describe it. I think that's fantastic. It looks great. I mean, great addition.
Perfect.
Great
Thank you.
improvement. Any questions? Comments? No? Okay. I think that was really good. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it. That was really
Thank you, guys.
really thorough and fast. We'll move on to unscheduled public appearance. I don't see anybody joining us. Mr. Pierce, I haven't heard much from you tonight. I just want to make sure that you were still with us, and if you had any input from any of the old business, new business items, any concerns or questions?
guess not. I don't see him. And
I still
don't
heard him
hear
a little bit, but maybe his mic's. Want to make
he's
sure
on
that.
another tab.
Oh, there
he
you
is.
go.
There he is.
Bobby, give us a thumbs up if you can, Mr. Pearson, if you can hear us. Yep, thank you. You're good? Okay, perfect. We'll look at the next meeting. It's going to be March 9th. That's going to be our next regular scheduled meeting at 5:30, same location here in the auditorium at the Prescott Valley Library. I'll accept a motion rather for adjournment for tonight's meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Hearing none opposed. Good night, Prescott Valley. Thanks for joining us tonight for our Parks and Rec Commission. We'll see you next time.